Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for October 20th through 24th, 2025. I feel like this has been like a long but slow week, if that makes any sense.
I think because it's been so cold. We went from that beautiful weather to now I just want to lay in bed all snuggled up.
Yes, exactly. So we don't have any, let me check. I don't believe we have any Port Charles pipelines. Guys, you don't love us this week.
Maybe they're all snuggled up in bed too.
Yeah. And I don't have anything. Do you have anything? What? Oh yeah, you sent me, what did you send me yesterday?
Oh, that was, hold on, I have to pull it up. You know, I send you these things and then they go right out of my mind because I shouldn't have to. Oh, you had something fun too. You're not going to talk about the Reba thing?
Oh yeah. So today I'll just talk about that real quick. We're just all over the place, guys, as you know. So this past week's 411 was our fan spotlight with Melanie. And then this upcoming week is her telling us the story of Blackie and Lou. So part of me had to go, watch some of it. And today I was looking it up, and on YouTube, there is an episode of A Daytime to Remember from April. Well, now let me pull this up. So April 5th, 1984, Reba McEntire hosted A Daytime to Remember and basically gave a whole rundown of Blackie going to jail.
That's so crazy.
It really was, because I'm like, I didn't know this.
Mm-mm.
And it sounded like she knew what she was talking about.
I'm sure she did. I feel like everyone watched soaps back then. But I love Reba, and I didn't know that. So now now we need to go interview Reba.
I mean, we'll work on her next.
Okay.
I don't want to share. We're not sharing about tomorrow because that'll be next week's.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
So what I found, which was, again, all over everyone who loves General Hospital's Facebook, different pages. I saw it on multiple ones. But this one was reshared on General Hospital Snark from Michael Fairman TV. My Nightmare Stalker, the Eva LaRue story, official trailer released by Paramount Plus, offers chilling account from soap opera favorite and her daughter, Eva LaRue. It's on Paramount Plus. And Eva's who played Blaze's mom that we killed off so stupidly. So the rest of us love her from All My Children. But yeah, so I'm interested to watch that. I didn't realize that she had a famous stalker case. It makes me feel bad and excited at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if that's why she left the show, was to help to film that, but then also to potentially work in that space of stopping it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I am just purely speculating now. So, I'm giving her a new career without any.
I'm sure she appreciates it, but no, I'm definitely going to check it out. So yeah, I will let you know if it's worth you checking it out if you have not.
Oh, I'm that I'm going to watch it. Why don't we just do a 411 about it?
You were going to watch it, even if it wasn't about somebody that we knew, because you love all of their spooky, scary stuff.
They are truly, okay, they are safety lessons.
They are safety lessons.
If you really think about it.
I'm not arguing that it is. It's just, yeah, we watch some crazy murder, stalking things all the time.
Yes. But do you know what helps me whenever I'm doing my job?
Well, that's good. I'm glad that it is. It's a class for you. In general. Yep. All right. Well, there you go. We can do a 411 on it then.
Okay. We will do that in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have for the 411 or for the Port Charles pipelines. And like I just said, upcoming 411 is about Blackie and Lou. And so I will say that I was watching at the beginning. I forget if it was at the beginning. At some point in our conversation with Melanie, we discuss how these relationships that we watched growing up, when we watch them again, there's certain shows that you go back to and you're like, why did I think that was okay? And she is the sweetest. Like, Melanie is so, so sweet, because I was not picking up on how nasty Blackie was.
Yeah.
He was very, just look into my beautiful blue eyes and do what I say. And, oh, come on, you love me and you're my friend. And then the second they're like, no, he's like up in their face screaming and everything. I'm like, oh, she did a great job telling the story. I just don't think her personality allows her to get to that level.
That nasty.
That level of mean. So yes, definitely check it out. And then there are some videos on YouTube. All right. So for Hulu headlines, on Monday, Nina and Willow's arraignment takes a shocking turn. Brook Lynn hosts a party. Jordan puts the pieces together. Michael makes a bold statement, and Carly gives Jack an out. On Tuesday, Tracy's war with Ronnie escalates. Portia vents to Isaiah. Kai apologizes to Curtis. Alexis receives a tempting offer, and Lucas debates with Lulu. I really like this Lucas now.
Yes.
I feel like he has done a good job of being his own Lucas since he came.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just been something in like the past few months that I've really liked. On Wednesday, Valentin gets an unexpected visitor. Brennan meets with Jocelyn. Carly is given food for a thought. Emma and Gio make a plan. Tracy defends herself. On Thursday, Christina does some digging. Willow meets with her new attorney. Cody meets his new boss. Drew threatens legal action. And Chase is taken aback. And then on Friday, Jason offers support. Lulu and Nathan reconnect. Brook Lynn gets bittersweet news. Michael escalates his plan, and Drew finds a potential ally. Where are we starting?
Why didn't Nina just yell at Willow with the explanation as to why she did what she does? So we see them in court, and they say, somebody brings up the fact, like, why aren't they represented by the same people? And Martin's like, because that doesn't make sense. They each want their own attorney because they're still up on different charges, even though they're together, whatever. And so the judge comes out and she says, we're going to hear Nina's case first, and then we'll move on to Willow's. And so then Nina says that she wants to recant her statement, that she was not with Willow at that time. Willow's freaking out. Drew's screaming. Everyone in the courtroom is like out of order. The judge is like, you better stop now or I'm going to kick you out, whatever. No one is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Willow's screaming like, how could you do this to me? Whatever. Never does Nina, who also is talking out of turn to her and say they had video footage. They had video footage. I had to say that I was lying because if not, it was going to be disproved in court anyway. And it was going to be bad for both of us. So I just went ahead and took the first step. So now you can change your story and things can hopefully go better. Instead, she just sits there like, oh, I don't know. I threw you under the bus for no reason. What the heck?
The whole thing, because, and I don't know how it would really have been done, because yes, where they do have different charges and they are being represented by two different people, obviously we would not get the drama of it, but would they really have been in the same room?
I don't know. I don't think so either. I mean, I feel like maybe it depends on what the charges are. I don't know, because when you go to court, at least from other TV dramas, the way that we've seen it, like all the defendants are sitting there and just like waiting to be called. Like, okay, now it's Shannon's turn. Now it's Amanda's turn, whatever. So maybe, but the way that we've always seen it done in GH, they don't have a courtroom full of suspects that they just keep pulling up to sentence. So I don't know why they were still stuck together like that, but it was just ridiculous. And then they get to Willow and they find her, or she says, what were they even asking her? She was guilty, or she was not guilty for shooting him, but they wanted to hold her in jail anyway because she was a flight risk.
Yes.
There we go. Sorry. My brain couldn't get there for a minute.
No, that's okay. Because, Martin even pointed out that the man she's accused of shooting is sitting right behind her and supporting her. But at the same time, he's also who would get her out of town.
Yes, absolutely. And they pointed out Nina has enough money that she could also get her out of town. So,
right.
And I mean, I would assume that she has a pretty good amount of money being divorced from a quartermain Corinthos too. I don't know why she needs everybody else's money.
That's because they were basically making it sound like, oh, poor Willow. And it's like, no, she has resources.
I don't understand that every time they make it sound like she has nowhere to live, too. Like, you don't have enough money to go rent an apartment by yourself? I don't understand.
Right. You know that Michael's not going to have your kids be homeless. I know that she doesn't have custody right now and everything, but he's not going to do that.
And I feel like she would have still got something in the divorce settlement.
Yeah.
So she should still have enough money. I mean, maybe not as fancy of an apartment as like Jordan just bought, but she could have her own place.
Yes.
So I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was me. I was frustrated right off the start. I was like, are you kidding me? Why is she not yelling? This is the reason why. It totally makes sense. And Drew's talking all kind of smack like he does of what kind of mother, what she had to say it was false because they had the time-stamped video.
Right. Well, I just like that Nina was trying to say that they were falsifying it.
Yes.
Like, no, they weren't. Yeah, that whole thing just, I don't know. And then I wish that we had seen Willow have a short snap. Just like a glimpse of something. Because that's what we're all thinking, is that she had an episode of some sort under like extreme conditions. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this would have been one of them. Why didn't she have a little something?
Right.
But then we see Drew go to Alexis and say that he's going to allow her to see Scout if she represents Willow.
And as an attorney, wouldn't you demand copies of the restraining order withdrawal paperwork before you started doing your job? Because technically, he could have had them sitting in that diner and called the cops and they would have been arrested because they were going against the restraining order.
Right. Well, and that's what he told Martin. He was like, I'm not actually doing it. I need to have the leverage. He's like, I'm just saying that she can see them. And
right.
But that's get it in writing that he's allowing her to see them.
Right. That's not how it works. When you get a restraining order, you don't get to be like, oh, on Monday I like you, but Tuesday I don't.
Right. No, that's not how that works at all. Even a little bit.
Right.
But
and as an attorney, you know that, and you're not asking for that proof. Again, not even because you want to believe that Drew's following through, but because you want to protect yourself and your daughters from not getting in trouble. Your daughter, who's a freaking DA too, or
well, especially where, assistant. Yeah, but she's like, poor Danny.
That was so horrible, and they just showed up on accident. Like it wasn't anything planned.
It wasn't by accident. They just went to Kelly's because they wanted some BLTs or something. Because, oh my gosh, that's what you do at a restaurant.
Right.
That's what restaurants are for.
Right. And
how are they supposed to expect Scout to be there? You know?
Right. Yep. That is the teen hangout. We see them there all the time.
Especially where Gio's working there now. You think that they're not going to go visit him?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I'm sorry, but whoever that babysitter is, like, really, she didn't see that Scout was just as happy. She couldn't have just let it go. Like, you boys have to leave because this isn't how her dad wants it, and let it go from that. But instead, she then called Drew and was like, oh, those boys showed up. Like, we didn't see it, but Drew talked about it later. The boys showed up. And so then Scout was removed from the situation before they even had a chance to order food.
And Alexis handled it right away.
Right.
See if Alexis had not, but I mean, she immediately took them outside and took care of it and broke Danny's poor heart.
Exactly.
But she acknowledged it and she was like, listen, this is just for right now. Like, I'm working on it. You're going to see your sister again. And then he ran because Drew showed up to the mansion to introduce himself to Ronnie because Martin told him about Ronnie. And who was it? It was Lulu had told Martin about the tea party because she had to be there in court. And she's publishing stuff saying that Michael is okay. Let's just go with Lulu for a second. Sorry, we are going derailed because she is deranged.
Right.
She and Lois over here. No, who overheard? Dante was talking with Michael in the kitchen at the mansion, and Dante was like, I have to ask you. And Michael's like, I did not shoot Drew. I did not hide the gun I didn't frame Willow.
Wasn't it her and Brook Lynn? Weren't they going to go get water for Ronnie when she started acting like she would drink too much?
Maybe.
Wasn't it Lulu and Brook Lynn were like, we'll get you water.
Maybe. But they were in the hallway. But when Michael threw in Dante's face, because Dante's like, I'm just trying to help you. He's like, oh, like you were trying to help me with Claudia?
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I went to prison.
Yep. I'm sorry, but he wasn't wrong. Like, I know it was harsh, but he wasn't wrong. Like, sorry, dude, I'm not going to take your advice because last time you told me this was the right thing to do, I spent how much time in prison and was like scarred for life. So no, I'm not doing it.
And I made the note that because while we were talking with Melanie, like while we were talking with her and on Monday afternoon, the show was on. We were not watching it. And she was bringing up how Michael's personality has changed. And Dante called him out and was like, you seem a little harder. You seem colder. And then Michael tells him about did Michael tell him? I know he told Chase later on in the week, but did he also tell Dante about his suspicions about Willow breaking in? Yep. I think he did. Yeah.
Yep.
And
they both said the same thing. Do you have any proof? And he's like, no, which is why I didn't say anything to you.
Right. Oh, it was Lucy and Lulu overheard them arguing because Michael said if I wanted him dead, he would be. And Lulu said that means she had to report it.
No, she didn't. She didn't have to report it. And I really do think that speaks volumes because I feel like that statement was 100% sincere. If I was going to risk not being around my children, going to jail, being in all the trouble I would be in for this, I would at least make sure I did the job right.
Right. And he'd have Sonny do it.
Yeah.
And they would.
Jason's a perfect shot. You don't think I could have called him up and asked him to do it? Like, give me a break.
Right. Right. But then Lulu goes and tells Martin about the tea party and Monica's long lost sister, and Martin pretended to be shocked. He was not shocked, right?
He was not shocked. No.
But then he went to the tea party. He's who slipped something to Ronnie.
He went to the tea party because he found a phone. Is that phone going to be Willow's phone that is going to play Twinkle Twinkle? I wanted him to have that phone at Kelly's when
he would have had it. It would have been in the but she wouldn't have had her phone in prison. She wouldn't have had her phone in the courtroom.
That's what I was wondering, like how it ended up in the courthouse. I don't know. Would Drew have brought it for her?
No, because it's probably locked away. It's probably locked away.
Maybe. I don't know. But
they take your personal items when they arrest you. They put them in the bag, and then you get them years later.
Yeah, but couldn't you hand that off to somebody?
Probably not, because they're probably not. If you're going to be under suspicion of attempted murder, they're going to be checking that phone for digital footprints to see what you've been searching, what you've been taking pictures of, what you've been Googling, where your locations were, because that can be found on your phone. Yeah, no, they were not giving her back her phone.
All right. So Martin tried to give the phone to Lulu and said, I thought this was yours. She said it wasn't. So he put it back in his coat pocket. I wanted it to be Willow's, and I wanted Martin to have it in Kelly's when Kai and Curtis were talking. And I wanted it to ring Twinkle Twinkle Little Star then so that Kai heard it and Kai could be like, is that your phone? And him be like, no, I found this. And then it, push us forward into whose phone is it really? Because I need to know, but I don't know whose phone it is really, but the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, I am convinced is Willow. So all that to say, I don't know whose phone it is, but yeah, Martin absolutely knew.
Who was in the courtroom?
Wasn't it just Nina and Nathan? And then on the other side was Willow and Drew and the attorneys.
What night was Nathan in the car accident?
I don't know.
Was it the same time that Drew was shot? What if Nathan was programmed to shoot Drew?
I would be okay with that, but I don't think so because I feel like it was obviously a woman's shadow over his body.
I agree. Hold on. It was only a month ago.
Okay.
So that doesn't add up.
Well, he finally got around to thanking Lulu for calling the police whenever she saw him in that accident after a month, and then says that he's never met her daughter.
No. Hold it. What?
Right? Thank you.
Sorry, I was just looking at the picture of Willow because I was trying to find a picture of who was in the thing, and they dressed her like Charles Manson. Like she's wearing the high waist pants and like the baggy, like seriously, she's dressed like Charles Manson.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, anyway, but they don't show who else was in the courtroom.
I think that was it for real. And Lulu, because she was reporting.
And Molly.
Molly was the attorney.
No, Molly would never have.
No, Molly was up front because she was the attorney for the state. And then behind her was Willow and Drew.
Yeah.
And then at the defendant table was Martin and Nina. And then behind her was Nathan. And then in the very last row was Lulu. Right? That was it. Other than the judge and the bailiff, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I found like some pictures, but not really. Mm-mm. And Molly would not have shot Drew.
No.
That's just a no.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, if it's Willow's phone, that is the big... Okay, we will get to the Charlotte of it all in a second. If they seriously let Willow have her phone, this is the dumbest arrest ever.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's one of the biggest... What the hex? Okay, so back to... Oh my gosh, Charlotte thought that Nathan was her dad.
Right. But he tells Lulu he's never met her daughter before.
Is that what he said? Maybe... No. Okay, or did he mean Bailey Lou?
No, because Bailey Lou isn't Lulu's.
Isn't Lulu's, but he said that he had met James, but like, could he have meant that like he didn't meet Maxie's daughter?
No,
or did he specifically say Charlotte?
Because he said, I've met Rocco. He's a nice young man. I haven't met your daughter. And then she said, when did you meet Rocco? And he said, I had dinner with him
when we had dinner. Wow.
Right?
I'm so sorry. That did not even register with me.
I was like waiting for, as they were sharing their like camaraderie stories of, oh, I was in a coma for a few years. You were missing for a few years. Maxie's in a coma now. As they were talking about all of that stuff. And she said Rocco was raised by Dante. And then she said, and my daughter was with her dad. I was waiting for him to roll his eyes and be like, oh, Valentin, whatever. And instead they continue the conversation. And he says, I've never met your daughter.
Because Claudette was with Nathan and she
was the surrogate.
Was pretending. Yeah, she was the birth mother of, oh my gosh, see? And then he can totally understand the whole thing with Rocco.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I just could not believe that it was the perfect shot at Valentin. Like, everybody hates Valentin except for you. So it was the perfect shot for him to be like, oh, how'd she turn out after spending 4 years with him? But yeah. And I know we're all over the place, but I also didn't like Lulu practically telling him, oh, you are Maxie's Maxie's true love. So whenever she comes out of the coma, I'm sure she's going to choose you. I mean, I can't say for definite. Obviously, only Maxie knows. But I really think she's for sure going to choose you.
I couldn't. I for real think that I was just tuning her out because I am now watching this with closed captions on, and she was talking about the fact that when she woke up, her dad was dead and so was Aunt Bobby and like all this stuff. And what the heck? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not even just like rewriting history. That is
just forgetting a big old chunk.
Oh my gosh. Well, and then we found out that Tracy, are we done with them? Oh, while we're on it, Spinelli went to Jason and was asking for help.
Yes.
So sweet.
And Jason was like, I think you should go to Nathan and say, like, he needs the stability, but at the same time, he needs the familiarity also. So can we co-parent? And Spinelli was joking with him then and was like, maybe you're not stone cold anymore. Maybe you're warming up some, and like went to hug him. And Jason's like, no, don't touch me.
He just stared at him like, no, this is not happening. Just no. But I don't feel like you and I thought that the conversation went the way that Spinelli took it.
I don't think so either, unless there's another one that we missed somewhere, because I don't feel like he's rushing in to take James. I think he just wants to be a good presence in his life and be back on the force. Like, I'm your dad. I'm a cop. Like, I do good things.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I understand Spinelli's concern.
Well, it was heartbreaking whenever Jason was like, yeah, but that only happened because Sam died. And Spinelli was like,
I know.
That's exactly what I'm concerned about. And I was like, no, we're not going to kill Maxie. Stop.
No, we're not.
No, she's going to be in a coma for a little bit longer. That's okay. But she's going to come back. No.
I'm just really trying to figure out how Nathan thinks he's getting his job back without figuring out how he needs to come back from. See, there's where Jason can have the conversation with him, because Spinelli asked him, will you go talk to him? And he's like, I don't really know him too much. He's like, well, you saved his sister, so you already have like kind of an in.
Yeah.
But he can say, hey, here's some tips on how to come back from the dead. You're going to need to legally do X, Y, Z.
I feel like Britt should be able to help him with that, though. Like, they should be going down to the Social Security office together and be like, look, we were both presumed dead and we weren't really. So here's our paperwork. Can you reinstate us as alive now?
I mean, I know I joked about it. I think it was last week or the week before about Jason should teach a class, but for real, if we're trying to get Jason out of the mob, that can be his new. Maybe that's how he'll wind up working with the WSB, is helping people get new identities.
There you go. I was not expecting for Carly to go see Valentin whenever she called up Spinelli and was like, can you get me a whole new identity that could get me out of the country? No questions asked. I was like, what is she doing? She's going to follow Joss around the globe? Like, I don't understand. And then whenever she was walking in, seeing Valentin and was like, hey, I'm your new attorney, I was like, yes, this is going to be great. I'm excited for this now.
Oh, yeah. She's asking for his help to take Brennan down.
And I loved that he was like, something major must have happened. I need the information from you. And she didn't even 100% say it. She just said, what would you do if he recruited your daughter to the WSB? And then he went on to explain to her that most likely Joss killed,
Yes. Cyrus,
thank you. I could see his face and I couldn't think of his name. Cyrus. And she's like, what do you
mean? On Carly's face when she's like, are you telling me he made my daughter a killer?
And he's like, it would just make her more valuable if she followed through. And I was like, oh my gosh, don't tell her that.
But I loved it. I loved
good.
Whatchamacallit, when she was questioning Brennan. And he was doing everything to skate around. And he said that she was never in danger and she was never part of the mission.
Yes.
That's the part that is like,
Yeah. She kept having him repeat, so you'll do anything to protect my daughter? You're not going to let anything happen to her? And he was like, yeah, she was just there because of Vaughn, but she wasn't part of it. I'll do anything to protect her. And she was like, I know she's very good at acting to get what she wants just through all the years of Sonny, Jason, whoever, but I don't know how she kissed him at that moment, because he was like, I still have you, right? And she was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, I just want to stab you.
Well, because of what you just said, she's done that before. She's been that woman before.
Yeah, it was impressive though.
But not when, off the top of my head, I can't think of when she would have ever done it for one of her kids though. But if anything, that's more of a reason for her too, because, she's done it before for her own purposes, but if she's doing it for protecting, and then what else was it? Oh, because he was asking about the flowers and stuff. And that's how she's like, oh, I had to throw them away.
Yes, because she had thrown them against the wall whenever she was talking to Jason. And then he was like, I just sent you flowers. And she was like, oh, I dropped the vase on accident. And he said, oh, I was hoping that you hadn't thrown them away because you were mad. And she did say, well, I am still mad. And then they continued the conversation where he promised that Joss was never in danger and would never be. So
sorry, I'm still watching this. I'm still trying to
to hear him say, I've never met your daughter.
Yeah. Okay, we need to read these things on Tracy's boxes. Oh, here, we can just go back to Lulu's from this. Because Cody brought over a box from the house, and it was Alan's trains.
Yes.
But some of the boxes that are at Lulu's house that I can see labeled from between Nathan and Lulu are, let's get back there, Alan's diplomas, bed sheets, and relics from, but I can't see what the relics are from.
The living room.
Is it the living room?
Mm-hmm. Unless she has relics from all different rooms. But the one I read was relics from the living room.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, so do we just want to go to the tea party then? So that we can, or do we just want to completely work backwards from there?
No, we can backtrack to the tea party. We see Lulu show up, and I'm trying to think who else was there. Portia and Jordan were there.
Liz was waiting outside for Portia, which, I mean,
Yes.
that is such a girlfriend thing to do with, I'm not going in there until you're here, so just let me know when you get here and then I'll walk in with you, or,
Right.
you know.
Yes. And then Felicia and
Olivia,
Lucy,
Stella.
Mm-hmm. I think that was it. Brook Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was it. But I loved how Ronnie was talking to Portia, and then in walks Jordan, and she's like, "You were just beautiful."
I haven't met Charlotte yet, but Rocco's a great kid.
See?
Not that I didn't believe you, but I mean, the words, I haven't met Charlotte yet. So there's not an open for interpretation of, could he possibly have been talking about Bailey Lou, which would make sense. I haven't met Charlotte yet, but Rocco's a great kid. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
And it would have been one thing if he would have said, I haven't seen Charlotte. I can't wait to see Charlotte. You know, obviously it's been years, something like that, to allude to the fact that obviously she's not the little girl that he met a million years ago. But no, he says, I've never met your daughter. So
that's how we got Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Was the true Nathan.
I know. That's why I pointed it out.
I was, you know what? I was meal planning while I was watching tonight's episode. I was trying to multitask. This is why I need to stop doing that, because I miss things like that, because I definitely would have yelled at the TV. Like I'm yelling at you right now. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I like these reactions when you're like, what? You had to have misunderstood. No, I didn't.
Well, no, that's why I was just wondering. I'm like, could he possibly, because I did remember hearing, you know, about the kids. And I was like, well, it makes sense if he hasn't met Bailey Lou. But
Nope.
Not Charlotte. Yes, you did. You are not the daddy, but you thought you were.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, back to the tea party. This is a crazy tea party.
So I loved that Ronnie was like to Jordan, oh my God, you are just beautiful right in front of Portia. Like,
I can't believe you're single. And then Portia saying you won't be for long.
I know, that was so inappropriate. Even if she does think she knows that was ridiculous.
She is such a child.
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous. And then I don't know. They're all just like
picking up on her being pregnant, though, super quick, and then arguing with her about it.
Yeah. I mean, you had to know that she was going to realize that she was talking to Dr. Navarro last week, and that was suspicious. But then seeing her.
Although Portia said the same thing I did. She's talking to her supervisor. She's talking to, you know, her essentially kind of in a way, like Portia's her boss. Not kind of in a way. Portia is her boss.
Portia
she said there's a difference between a work conversation and here's the deets about your baby.
Exactly. And the fact that she especially asked, if I was trying to keep the fact that I was pregnant under wraps, I would not come to your house and request special tea and special this. I would have just been like, you know what? I'm just going to do water for now. I'm good. Thank you. Or, I'm recovering from a bug. My stomach's still a little queasy. I'm going to pass on all the extra crazy food or whatever. And instead she's
a tea party.
Right. She's
like there's other teas.
Mm-hmm. But she was special requested, and then she was trying not to eat the mushrooms, and they were like, they're delicious. And she took one bite and then ran out of the room. So,
and they're mushrooms. They are something that are very common for people to say, I'm sorry, I don't like mushrooms.
Right.
Because guess what I would say? I'm sorry, I don't like mushrooms. Doesn't mean I'm pregnant.
I'm going to accuse you. The next time you turn down mushrooms, I'm going to accuse you of being pregnant.
But you know that they're on my menu for next week.
True.
They're just part of they're an ingredient, not the main. I'll be making some Portia sandwiches.
Understood.
Or no, they were stuffed mushrooms, right? Like stuffed mushroom caps, yes. I think is what Olivia said.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I am like all over the place about this. So Martin is who drugged Ronnie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. She curtsied.
Oh, I know, to Felicia. And Tracy was not very nice. She made fun of it. I'm not sure I would know what to do if someone told me that someone was a real live princess too.
Aztec princess at that. I mean, that is not royalty that we're familiar with seeing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not the Queen of England.
Right. And Felicia's like, it's okay. I gave up that title years ago. You don't need to curtsy. Thank you.
Yep. Can we please stop having Lucy be so sleazy of an agent, though?
Right? I was waiting for her to walk in with Drew. Like, come on. Just wait. If they want to sell it, they'll let you know. You don't need to keep trying to get it in there. Like Ronnie's
I have never
thought of that.
carried a card up my sleeve like that.
Right?
I mean, that was smooth. But, and I mean, she's not wrong. You know, the ABC is always be closing, but I loved Olivia's always be courteous. I like that so much better because when you're courteous, you can be closing too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. It just wasn't the time or place. Like, if she wanted to make an appointment with Ronnie, show up another day and have that conversation, fine. But the weekend of Monica's death was not it. And the tea party was not it.
No. And saying the house was also once hers. You know, this house used to be my house when I was married to Monica's husband.
Right.
Like, no. I did, though, when Tracy finally had her breakdown and she's like, no, Monica was a lot of things, but she was not cruel. And that relish thing was cruel. And there is something wrong here. And I need to find out. Tracy was breaking my heart then. It was, but she really was trying. I mean, she even said, who was it? She said it to, Stella, I'm staying back here so that way I am not being accused of anything and I'm staying out of the way so that, you know, Ronnie can have her time and I'm not getting in the way. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. And then, or maybe Ronnie drugged herself.
I don't think Ronnie drugged herself. I think that Martin did it knowing exactly what was going to happened. That they were obviously then going to accuse Tracy because Tracy had already made it known that she did not like her. And then Tracy was going to get kicked out. And that's exactly what he wanted to happen because he does not like Tracy.
Everyone telling Ronnie, well, yeah, you know, you got Alexis drunk and put her behind the wheel of a car. And then her finding out that potentially she did that to Drew also. And I mean, that woman, she's going to wind up in Ferncliff just from hearing all these stories.
Right. She's like, wait, who drugged who when? I'm sorry, what?
Right. But you see, and then she thought that Drew was such a nice guy until Danny showed up and she's like, well, but you just sat here and told me the family was so important to you. What are you doing? This is a teenage kid.
Yes, that was beautiful. That timing could not have been any better.
Yep. Oh, and then Drew saying something about how he's going to get him locked away like your Uncle Lucky. Uncle Lucky? Wait, Cousin Lucky. Cousin?
Uncle?
No, Danny is Jason and Sam's.
But he was saying to Rocco, just like...
Rocco. Okay, thank you.
Yep, he was saying it to Rocco because that's whenever Laura walked in and was like, excuse me, what are you saying about my son? And to my grandson and his brother?
Yep.
Yeah, I like out loud was like, ooh, like, yeah, Laura.
I love that was the cliffhanger because it's like, okay, what's Laura going to do that next week?
Mm-hmm.
She is not putting up with Drew's stuff.
She's not. And I don't know like how Ronnie got there and how all that went down. But I think that Ronnie is a decent enough person to see that Drew is scum and is not going to go along with whatever. Even if she was originally hired by Drew somehow and has to like play along like she doesn't know him, I think the more that she finds out about him, the more she's going to be like, the will technically says it's mine and I'm not giving it to you because you're a jerk.
Well, no, we think that she was hired by Martin.
I do think she was hired by Martin, but I'm just saying like no matter how it actually comes out, I think that she is not going to be on Drew's side no matter what.
Right. I agree. And maybe that's what will happen. Maybe that's how she and Tracy will kind of find their peace with each other is that there will be something. For a minute, I thought that what if she is one of Martin's ex-wives and he is trying to get off of paying child or support.
Alimony.
Yeah. And so he's like, listen, I'll get you a mansion. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But that was my thought earlier in the week. But then as the week went on, I don't think that. But when she told Tracy that she is, where is it? She said that she's undersexed and she needs to go find a debauched something. Well, hold on, let me find it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I know what you're saying is right, but I don't know what she's debauched, degenerate.
She said, so when she said to Tracy, or she was asking her, like, has she ever been relaxed? Because she was so relaxed and she put her feet up on the coffee table.
Yes.
Which, I'm sorry, no. I'm with Tracy on this one, no.
And if it was my house, not during a tea party, but if it was my house, I can put my feet on the table.
That's what ottomans are for. But she asked if Tracy has ever been relaxed because from what she can tell, she is an uptight, frigid, and completely undersexed and needs to find a debauched, degenerate guy to take care of her for that. Oh, I so badly wanted Tracy to mention my husband died.
Yes.
And kind of put Ronnie in her plate. And Stella's cup fell, which means that one of Lila's cups.
Oh, that was like awful, but great because it was just the natural reaction. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'll clean this up. And everyone's like, here, we'll help you. It's fine.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure only Stella could
get away with that
without Tracy, like, then additionally losing it.
Yep. But Tracy was focused on wanting to dump that vase on Ronnie's head. And luckily they talked her out of that.
How funny was it, though, when Felicia was like, Monica bought that vase. She's like, no, she didn't.
That was quick thinking on Felicia's part, though. She was trying.
Right. Well, I think that Tracy even said that to her. She's like, nice try, not true. But, and poor Brook Lynn, like, she just really was trying to have this nice party to get Ronnie to meet. Well, that's the other thing. Do you think that she truly was trying to have the party because she felt bad for Ronnie? Or do you think she was trying to potentially nicely do what Tracy was trying to do, was to get to the bottom of who is she?
I think it's probably a little bit of both. I feel like Brook Lynn can see the big picture and she's like, okay, so if you're not who we think you are, we need to uncover that. But if you are who you say you are, you do have the right to throw all of us out. And so we need to start being nice to you and figuring all this out. Because, I mean, they never had that conversation either. If someone else came in tomorrow and was like, hey, I'm the owner of your house, I would be like, hey, does that mean you're kicking me out? Like, what do I have to do? No one asked any of those questions. Everyone just still lives there. We still have the same guy working the stable, the same other staff. Like, no one's questioning. Maybe she doesn't want that still.
Oh, but when she says to Cody, the second she met him, I've always had a thing for cowboys. Come on, that was...
Yeah, even if you think that, you don't say that. No.
But I did like him defending Tracy.
Yeah. But and he did it nicely. He was like, she is a lot in the beginning, but if you give her time, you'll see you can come around to her and she'll come around to you.
But also pointing out that if you got that kind of a reaction out of her, it's because something's going on with her family and it really has nothing to do with her.
True.
But yeah, so Tracy is staying with Lulu and the kids and... Oh, because, okay, I was surprised that Olivia said, I'm not letting you be at the Metro Court.
I know, that was weird. I didn't understand that either.
That was very, if anything, it should have been, listen, Tracy, I'll get you a room at the Metro Court. I don't know what we have available tonight, but we'll work it out tomorrow. Why don't you just leave tonight so that we can figure this out?
Right.
You know?
Even if she doesn't give her the friends and family rate, you can still give her a room.
Right. Tracy can afford it. That's not the issue.
Right. And there are other nice hotels, I'm sure, somewhere in or around Port Charles. Yes. I can understand if she needed a place to store all her stuff. I could see saying to Lulu, hey, can I throw all this stuff in your basement till I get a storage shed? Which, again, I don't know why you couldn't do that same day, but whatever. Right. But as far as staying the night, she's not going to sleep on the couch at Lulu's house for long.
No. She was funny, though. She's like, don't those kids go to school?
It's like, it's an in-service day. Okay, so I don't have to deal with them tomorrow.
Right.
I liked Lulu, though, because Tracy was like, you're going to tell me to be nice to the kids. And she was like, oh, no, they can hold their own. Just be ready to get it back from them. I thought, oh, that's great.
I will say, for Lulu's part, I like the boundaries that she was setting. Like, okay, this is their house. Mm-hmm. So they live here. You need to figure out how that's going to work for you, not how they're going to work for you. And Charlotte, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because that's not how you should talk to someone that you're not familiar with.
I was going to say, I don't remember Valentin and Tracy having issues that Charlotte would then be continuing the family feud with. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if she could have stood there and been like, my dad told me that you did this, 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 and this, so you don't deserve my respect. It still wouldn't be okay because kids are supposed to show respect, but it would be understandable. Instead, it was just like she was being snooty for no reason.
And that's not Charlotte.
No.
Like, Charlotte has super good manners.
Right.
So, although when they were outside, she told Rocco what Valentin told her.
Yes.
But it still doesn't make sense. So
it doesn't. No, we need more information.
I think that's really it for all of that. Oh, no. Okay, this also bothered me. Just the manners thing this week was my big issue.
Yeah.
So Charlotte being inexplicably nasty to Tracy, which I get it. Like, Tracy was not being nice, but no.
No, especially since this was day one. Like, you show a little grace day one.
If it was week 2,
right,
and Tracy's still being this way, but no, not day 1. At the tea party, Lulu was like, oh, these sandwiches are so good. On the tray, there was only enough for like half of the guests. And as I think it was Liz was taking the sandwiches to go pass them around, Lulu grabbed another one.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Not okay.
No.
You gotta wait till that second and third tray come out.
Yep. Okay.
If we ever have a tea party together,
table.
We're on
Get
the
your
same
feet off the table. Yeah. That
funny.
irked me. But I guess that might be where Charlotte gets it from then.
Maybe. Yeah, anytime I've had a tea party, I've had enough sandwiches for everyone at once. So
I like tea parties.
We used to throw tea parties all the time. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Back in my younger adult age, my mom used to love to make chocolate covered strawberries, and then she would get croissants and make chicken salad, and we would have, like, my mom collects teacups, so it was an excuse to use all of her fancy teacups. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, love tea parties. So I would have been right there with Tracy, but enough sandwiches for everyone. Where did we go next?
Oh, Joss finally asked Trina if she was doing okay, and then Trina's telling her about the divorce and about how her mom altered Heather's results. And at the same time, Kai is meeting with Curtis, and Curtis is telling Kai about the divorce, which I was having like mixed feelings on. But at the same time, he knows Trina and he knows how Kai cares about her. And it's like, hey, by the way, she's probably going to seem moody and she's not going to tell you why.
Right.
I'm letting you know here is why. And then again with the manners, Lulu just walks right in, goes straight up to Curtis and says, I have a new lead about the shooting of Drew Kane. Doesn't know that Kai works for him?
Right. And no matter what.
She's like, I don't mean to interrupt, like 3 minutes into the conversation.
Mm-hmm, exactly. No, absolutely not. You walk in, you go, oh, hey, Curtis, I wanted to see you. When you're done with this, can you come find me? I'll be over there. That's it.
Right. Exactly. She's not a very good reporter.
No.
Like, if they ever say she's an undercover investigator or something, I'm going to die. Like, no, she's not. She's telling everyone everything.
Oh, that's funny. And then at the relatively same time, we saw Jordan leave the tea party and call Anna to be like, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. She's going to have trapped him again. And Anna's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Portia's pregnant.
Yeah. And Anna had the same reaction that we did. Wait, what?
Wait, how old is she?
Oh, but Anna served Britt with a bill for the whole cost of the investigation into her supposed death and all of the resources that were used and all of it. And it just might go away if she tells her what's going on. And she straight up asked Britt, is Faison alive? And Britt did not. She did say he is dead. I don't believe it, though.
Yeah, she kind of called Anna out on being crazy. She was like, I don't know why you're obsessed with your ex-boyfriend, but this has nothing to do with him.
So gross.
So,
but I think she did say at one point he is dead, but I still don't believe it.
She did, but I don't believe it either. I mean, obviously she was not in the position to tell the truth, even if she knew it and it was true.
Because Carly was asking her about it later in the week too, when they ran into each other in the sauna.
Yes.
And they were just getting all snippy back and forth because, Britt has a point. She is all bent out of, Carly's all bent out of shape because Jason protects her.
Yeah.
And she even said, she's like, and how much did you beg him to not go not come save me? Because that's the thing. Carly said something about, well, he went the whole way to Croatia for you. And she's like, yeah. And how much did you tell him not to?
Oh, that was what Anna had said to Britt, because Britt was like, sorry that you're demoted to just like police chief of this little town. And she was like, I'm the one that told Jason to go find you. So how about you show me some respect? Yep,
exactly. Crazy. I do like how they are tying everything together, though, like, and remembering, and like Jordan going to Anna with the, oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this. I like that we're getting the girlfriend moments,
right.
Because that would happen.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I've got to tell you something.
We would talk about that.
Yes.
Like, oh my goodness gracious, what is going on now?
Oh, and then Anna went over and sat down with Joss and was like, so you're on the WSB?
Yes.
And Joss was like, I cannot talk to you about that here. And you're not in the WSB. So I can't tell you anything anyway.
Yep.
That was crazy.
That was. I did like that Anna was kind of giving her some advice, though.
Yes.
With the, here's how to not be taken advantage of too much by them. And not even how to stay. It wasn't even how to stay safe. It was kind of like a keep your eyes open.
Right. Don't trust them, even though you're supposed to be trusting them. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was going for. Basically, like, Brennan will throw you under the bus in a minute.
I wasn't sure what Brennan was trying to get from Joss. He had a confrontation with Nathan and then had recorded it. And so called Joss in and is like, here, watch this footage. And she's like, I don't even know Nathan. What do you want me to tell you about this?
Right. Like, he seems like he's upset about the fact that he was found in a car accident, like a normal human would.
Right.
Like, he seems genuinely shocked. Like, I don't know. Right after I say I like how they're tying everything together, it still feels like kind of similar to how we were talking about with Spinelli and Nathan, though, is we're missing scenes.
Yeah.
We're missing and how did we get here? Because the conversation I saw with Nathan and Spinelli was Nathan saying, you have been there for him. Oh, and now we're supposed to assume that Nathan does know that Maxie and Spinelli are together, because remember, we didn't see that one. We didn't see that conversation be had. It was just, oh, of course Spinelli is helping Maxie with the kids because of Georgie. No. It's a little bit more than that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing some important stuff there. But was that it for them, though? Like the whole WSB stuff? Because we didn't see Vaughn this week.
No. Mm-mm.
And then we found out, and speaking of conversations that we never saw happen, Gio lost his scholarship to PCU.
Right.
And is not going to school anymore, and that's why he's working at Bobby's, is to save up to afford it and everything. When did that happen?
Right.
I mean, I understand how that happened, though, being that he smashed his violin, and so that makes sense, being that he was there on a music scholarship. However, I'm sorry, I feel like that is a very real young adult moment, is, oh crap, this is the consequence that just came from this. Would have been perhaps the head of the music program say, you know what? The behavior that we saw on stage is really not what we want to have representative of our university. We understand that must have come as a shock that, your mom's not your mom and all. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. At least help the kid out and say, you got to shape up before.
Right.
And you need to get a new violin.
Right.
You need a new violin.
Show us, because, the nurses' ball happened kind of towards what would have been the end of
the school
semester.
Year.
Right.
Yeah.
So then they're out all summer. So we should have seen him go to register for classes and be like, no, I don't want to play violin anymore. And then be like, okay, well, it's one or the other. You're here on a music scholarship, so you have to play music, or you have to pay for classes, and have him be like, oh, I don't want to ask anybody for money, so I'm just going to drop out, whatever. We never saw any of it. It's just now he's working.
Yeah.
And like Sonny wouldn't have talked him out of that. He's on good terms with Sonny. Sonny's paid for all his schooling and all his lessons his whole life. Sonny could have even been a little bit hard about it and been like, look, I put all this money into you. I want to see my investment keep going.
Right. Yeah.
So frustrating.
Yeah, that was really, really weird. But then he and Emma were so cute.
I don't even know what they talked about. I just saw him say, I'll be beside you. And then they smooched and it was cute.
Yeah, but he needs to not be kissing so much while he's on the clock.
Well, that's true too. But
like, that's a quick way you're going to lose your job. But Brook Lynn was there with
with Ronnie.
Yes, that's right. Because they were having Ronnie was having it was coconut water, tomato juice, and hot sauce.
Yes.
Is apparently Ronnie's hangover cure.
Help with that hangover, yeah. And Brook Lynn said that she was hoping that Gio would want to spend more time at the house, and then she saw them smooch and like got all lit up, and Ronnie was like, "Oh, is that young lady part of your plan?" And then she explained Outback living there.
Oh, and that was the other thing we saw with Joss. Joss and Emma talked again, and Joss was really trying to drive home to Emma. Listen, stay away from Dalton. Like, he's not the good guy that you like, the great guy that you think he is, and not just with the he's going to hit on you way.
Right. Yeah,
so,
like this animal testing goes way more than just animal testing is wrong. Like, he's a bad guy.
Yeah. I can't decide. I don't know if Joss is going to tell her that she's in the WSB.
I don't think she can. I mean, there has to be loyalty there somewhere. I wonder if Anna will tell her.
Well, that's why I was conflicted about it, because it's like, but then is Emma going to be mad? And that's going to be like, we see that be a conflict between Anna and Emma when it's like, but Anna's not even in the WSB anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like it's more likely that Anna is going to be like, listen, stay away from Joss and stay away from this professor dude, because they're both bad news.
Oh, that's possible. That could be it. But then Gio went to Sunny's because Lois had gone to Sunny and asked for help. And I liked that Sunny was like, I am not getting involved in this because I have a relationship with him. I'm not going to hurt it.
Right.
But I'm not going to make up for what you did. And Lois asked him to come. And then Gio showed up and talked to Lois. And it seems like Gio finally understood. But she kept referring to Brook Lynn as his mom. And he's like, you have to stop doing that because she's not. Camilla's my mom.
Right.
You made that decision for me, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be the one that remembers that Camilla's my mom, not Brook Lynn. But then
I thought it was sweet, though, that he said, are things with you and Brook Lynn any better? And she said no. And he like felt bad about that.
Yeah. But then we saw her call Brook Lynn, and Brook Lynn was leaving somewhere. Where was Brook Lynn leaving? She was leaving
Lulu's, because she had gone to talk to Tracy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Because Tracy was not happy with her because Brook Lynn did not stand up for her.
Right.
And I mean, I think that they had a good talk. I think that they're going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Lois called and asked if she could come over to Sunny's because, again, we are just using Sunny's house as a meeting place.
I guess so.
I hope he charges. Like, that could also be a business. Rent my living room.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that Lois has been hired to be the tour manager for Blaze as she's coming off of the tour with Miguel Morez.
Yes.
His people want her to go out on her own, and they want Lois to be the tour manager. And that was Rena Sofer's last scene.
Yeah. But I liked that Brook Lynn got all mushy and was like,
yes.
I'm not ready to deal with you, but I also know that I like knowing that you're here when I do want to deal with you. And I'm sad that you're leaving. And they hugged each other. And
they're going to be fine. And she's going to be back. It's just for now.
I know, but I still don't like it.
I did not see. I mean, we know that she and her husband just moved from LA to New York or something. Like, they're actually closer to us now.
We should be hanging out all the time then.
I know. Exactly. It's just a short drive. Oh, we forgot about Chase giving Michael such a hard time in the sauna about Willow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was just, I don't like this. I don't like what they're doing with Chase.
Nope. He's being way too dedicated to Willow. And we did mention that Michael said the same thing to him that he said to Dante. Like, I couldn't come to you about the Daisy stuff because I didn't have proof. But you know that she knows her way around the mansion. You know that we don't have security cameras anywhere because why would we in a multi-million-dollar house? And that she knows where she's going.
Yep.
I mean, I guess there is camera. She knows how to avoid the camera. Sorry.
Right. Oh, and then Michael and Jacinda met.
Oh, I liked them.
Christina. But how cute was Christina?
Yes.
Like, listen, he's just coming out of that relationship. I really don't think he's ready for this right now.
Yeah, that was cute. And I
then-
liked Jacinda with Drew because he was like,
Yes.
I'm going to go after you. And she like yells loudly, go ahead, tell everyone that you came to me to pay me off to not come home because that makes you look real innocent.
Right. And then she and Michael talked and he's going to pay her to fall in love with him. And then she's like, no, you're not. My emotions are not for sale. And he's like, yeah, that did not come out the way that I meant it. But they're going to kind of fake a relationship. This is so going to be Pretty Woman.
It is. But I like that she was on it because he's like not thinking about it. And she's like, we need some selfies together. Oh, you're leaving. Let me kiss you. Like, come on, dude. We got to build up the persona. Like, we're together. This is us.
We could please just get, oh my gosh, she just needs to go somewhere. Oh, do you know what would have been great? Is if she had said to Drew, big mistake, huge.
That would have been great.
That would have been fantastic.
Oh man, that would have been good.
Oh my gosh, it almost really is.
It is. I hope that whatever job he gives her, she loves.
I do too. I think that it's going to be something with Aurora.
I'm sure. But I hope whatever it is that she loves it and that she does it amazing. So
Yes. I think why is Alexis now calling everybody Cookie? She called Scout Cookie too. And I thought she said Cookie Bar.
She did. I was going to say, because it wasn't just Cookie. I picked up on it too and was like, what the heck?
I checked the caption and it only said Cookie, but I'm like, no.
No, she said Cookie Bar. Yeah, absolutely.
Scout made the swim team.
Yes. And they said
Like,
they'd
we're
be there on
shocked about
Tuesday.
that.
They're going to be there on Tuesday to see her. They'll be cheering the loudest.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot about Lucas telling Lulu, because that was the whole conversation that he had, was that he thinks that Willow is way more capable of violence than people think.
Yes.
And that Carly will not forgive Lulu and that's when Lulu said that she has to report the facts. Eavesdropping is not facts.
Nope.
But yeah, Lulu's just digging herself in a hole. And
it wasn't even eavesdropping. Like, there's a difference between eavesdropping at Bobby's and eavesdropping at a private party that you were invited to, walking into the kitchen that no one knew you were even there. And
you didn't hear the full context.
Right.
So you got nothing. But yeah, Lucas really trying to let her know, no, I've been seeing a different side of Willow lately, and it's not good. Like this, she's totally capable of this.
Right. Oh, we saw Alexis meet with Willow. That's what we didn't talk about. Alexis met with Willow.
Yeah, that's because that's dumb.
She explained to her why she was being her attorney, and Willow was like, well, if you don't really believe in me, then I don't want you to represent me. And Alexis was like, well, that's up to you. You tell me. I'll present the best case I can. And so then she said, yeah. And she said that she would try to help Drew see that Danny should be allowed to see Scout also.
Yeah.
It was dumb.
I was glad that Alexis was at least honest with her. Like, yeah, by the way, being blackmailed into this.
Yep.
So, not really a fan of yours all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I did like that Alexis told Christina.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, by the way, you're going to see this. And then she said something about how she's going to have to give an alternative theory.
Yes.
To help Willow. And she's like, tell me you're not trying to paint Michael.
Right.
And then isn't that when Scout showed up?
Yeah. Scout showed up then. Yep.
I don't think Alexis is going to do that. I don't think that she's going to present Michael as the killer. I think she's going to be like, by the way, anyone in this room would have done it.
Exactly. There's too many. I could see her going with Jacinda though, because like Michael said, if we don't stick together or if you try to leave the country, because that's what she was saying at first, she was just going to leave.
Yes.
You're going to look more guilty because you have reason to hate Drew too. And I could see Alexis going after her.
Yeah, that's true. True. I do think that that's it.
That's it. I remembered what I forgot in the pipelines. Again, all over social media, but I just saw it yesterday for the first time that Ardonna is playing baby Glinda.
That was it. Yes, young Glinda is going to be home. And I immediately texted that to the family. So they know when we go see it,
I showed Madeline a
that is.
picture. I was like, do you see her? She's our Donna. And she was like, who? I was like, yeah, ours. She's ours. She belongs in our family. She's from GH.
Yes. How sweet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's going to do amazing. I can't wait.
Oh, now you'll see Wicked?
Yeah, I still haven't finished the first one. Madeline and I started it, and we never finished it.
Okay.
Sorry.
You have a month. You have a little less than a month.
Okay. I'll get right on that.
Yep. Right on top of that, Rose.
Sure.
Do you not know that reference?
Nope.
How have you never seen Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead?
I have seen Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Then how do you not know that I'm on top of that, Rose?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
All right. Let's get into reality check so we can just do more of this.
Reality check.
How was your week?
Trying to think what I did all week. Oh, we went to the local amusement park for their Fright Nights on Sunday, and we went early, and it rained all day, which was good in one way, because then Madeline and the other kids could get on and off the rides, like no wait, just go right on, even the major roller coasters and stuff. But on the one, it was raining, so Madeline put her hand up to shield her face and then put her hand down, like right as the roller coaster hits like one of the bumpiest parts, and slammed her wrist off of the roller coaster. So we spent Monday night at the local Children's Express getting an x-ray done.
I like how you said you didn't think you did anything this week, and that's a pretty significant.
It has been a week of people just messing with me though. So we went to Children's. I don't know. I feel like, especially if you're a seasoned mom, you know, like, I can't tell if this is a break or not. It shouldn't be, but she's complaining about it. Take it, x-ray it. It's going to be a real quick yes or no. If it is, they cast it. If it's not, whatever. Like, breaks are pretty self-explanatory. Well, they were super busy. I made an appointment, so I didn't have to wait too long, but I got back there. They first walked in like they already knew it was just a owie finger with one of those like little baby finger splints, and I'm like, no, it's down on her thumb, like in the fat part of your thumb.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That little finger splint thingy's not going to work. So then they send her for the x-ray, and they tell us to wait so that they can see what it says. They legitimately forgot about us. They dealt with everybody else. I got the test results in my email. They came back to our door like 35 minutes after I got the test results, and the nurse said, "Are you guys waiting for something?" And I was like, yeah, the doctor to officially tell us the results and give us advice on where to go from here. So
wow.
I was super, super annoyed. And then, as I've already shared with you, we're closing out the Girl Scout troop, and one of the people overtopped me with Girl Scouts messed up our bank account. And so between those two things, I'm like, can everyone just leave me alone this week, please? Like, I'm over it. But, yeah, besides that, pretty boring. I got my hair cut. Madeline did my nails. You can't see it because it's too dark in here, but she has a nail kit. I know our listeners can't hear it, but you can say how cute it is, because that's what you're going to say, because it's super cute, and then they'll get the gist of it.
Okay.
See my little ghosty?
No, because you have your blur on your phone.
I have my what? Oh, crap. Do I?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, because you were blurred out.
Well, I don't know how to change.
I don't wear glasses.
Are you sure you don't?
Yes.
I don't think I have oh yeah, I do have the blur on. Oh man. I don't know how to change that. All right, I might have to show you after, and you can just comment.
Put them really close up. Put them in front of your face, because it's focused on your face. Oh, that's a cute little pumpkin.
See a little pumpkin and a little zombie and a little ghosty.
That looks like the Scream ghost.
Little like screamy whatever.
Aww.
So same thing. There you go. You're
Those
so
are
small.
cute.
Look at me figuring out technology 10 years later. Put them up to your face. It's focused on that. Anyway, so we like did a whole like nail salon thing today, where she pretended to have a nail salon, and I came in and was her super mean customer as she was doing my nails all cute. So
why would you be mean?
Because it's more fun to play mean than to play nice when you're playing pretend. So
getting her ready for the real world.
Right, exactly. But yeah, that was my little bit of self-care besides GH, was haircut and nails done. So how about you?
I didn't do anything. Just worked.
You're supposed to have something good.
Work and
Did you go to yoga?
Oh yeah, we did yoga.
Okay.
And we did all 3 days at the gym.
Good job. See, you did stuff.
I had therapy. That was fun. That's always fun. I really do love my therapist, though, so we have a good time.
Just say, when I was in therapy, it wasn't fun, but okay.
You did not have the right therapist. Trust me, we have our days. We have our days. I mean, we don't have our days, but I have my days that we cry. I cry. Yeah. No, I just feel like it was one of those weeks that I spent a lot of time in the office just getting stuff done and running around. I made a whole bunch of different types of protein powder snacks.
Oh, well, that's good.
I made like protein peanut butter balls and apple cinnamon muffins, and I put protein in them. Like, you know what prompted it was because you sent me the Steve Burton's wife with the with the yogurt bark stuff. I was like, oh, I can do that. Oh, and you know what? I've been wanting to make protein powder balls, and so I did make like a yogurt bark, but I also put protein powder in it. And instead of putting everything on top, so I have like a granola bar shaped silicone mold.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of using like the full cookie sheet to do the bark and everything, I just filled each individual mold.
Oh, nice.
And so like I mixed up the strawberries and chocolate chips and everything in it.
Yummy.
But yeah. So that was my exciting week.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So join us on Thursday as we learn about Blackie and Lou.
Oh, that was so good.
It was so good. I loved it.
Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.